welcome to Move with Mika, Pilates and Fitness. I'm your certified fitness Pilates instructor, Mika Midolo. For today's lesson, we're gonna have a quick Pilates lesson. It's involving your entire body, and all you need for today is comfortable clothing, a mat, and yourself. Let's get started. Feeling your sit bones on the mat. Both sit bones, try to feel them nice and even. Maybe sway gently side to side, just breathing naturally here. In Pilates, we inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And gently stop swaying as we sit up nice and tall. Imagine that you've got a piece of string on the top of your head and it's just helping you sit up taller, maybe tucking your rib cage in, feeling your spine just correcting and sitting up nice and tall. Your spine is stacked, each vertebrae. Rotating your shoulders nice and gentle, just breathing naturally here as we inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and let's rotate our shoulders the other way as we inhale and exhale. Placing your hands by your side, we're gonna inhale, lift both arms up above our head. Exhale, you're gonna release your arms down to the floor. Two more, please. Inhale, arms are coming up. Exhale as you release your arms down, really feeling the air just coming out of your mouth and escaping from your lungs as you press your arms down. Now inhale, let's bring one arm up to the ceiling. We're gonna exhale, side bend, but try to keep those sit bones nice and flat on the floor. Inhale, we're gonna sit up. Exhale, we're gonna bring the arm down. Inhale, other arm is coming up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, arm down. Inhale, other arm is up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, arm down. One more. Inhale, arm is coming up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, arm down. Rotate the shoulders back and let's turn sideways. We are going to bring our feet in front of us. We're gonna try to make sure that our legs are hip distance apart. We're gonna do a movement called the C curve to help along with getting your hips, your legs hip distance apart and your hips aligned. Place your hand into a fist. You're gonna place that fist sideways so the ends of your hands are gonna touch, not squeeze or fit tightly in between your legs. I want them to gently touch and you're just gonna gently touch it and just release. If you can, try to keep your feet flat on the floor, but it's okay to raise the balls of your feet off the floor if you need to. Make sure that your sit bones are properly on the mat. You're gonna rotate your shoulders, bring your hands in front of your shoulders or hands on thighs. There's two options. You can use those options. Please choose your options that'll fit perfectly for your body. So we're sitting tall, nice and tall. I'm gonna bring my hands in front of my shoulders and we're going to C curve back. You're gonna give me 3 C curves back. You're gonna exhale as you lean back on your sit bones, tilt those hips backwards, lower your chin to your chest, and curve your spine. It's like you're seeing a C coming at you in a side direction. Inhale as we sit up. Think about each vertebrae. Think about articulating when you're doing this movement. Don't just do it with momentum. Push the muscles backwards as you're going back, and then inhale to come up. You're gonna give me one more. Exhale, C curve, and we're gonna hold it here. You're gonna inhale, just lower the left knee down. Don't let your hips move. And then you're gonna exhale, lift that left knee up. Inhale, we're gonna lower the right knee out to the side. Exhale, squeeze your glutes and lift that right knee up. Inhale, lower the left knee down, open it out to the side. Exhale, squeeze to lift. Inhale, open the right knee out. Exhale, squeeze to lift. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed, not by your ears, my loves. Adjust yourself. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Last one. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And then inhale, sit up. Give me one more set of C curves. You're gonna rotate the shoulders back, tuck your ribs in. You're going to exhale, C curve. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, C curve. Inhale, sit up. One more, my friends. Exhale, C curve. Hold it here. Let's do both knees. So you're gonna inhale, open both knees. Exhale, squeeze to close. Inhale, open both knees. Exhale, squeeze to close. One more, my friends. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And then inhale, sit up. Hug your knees, hug your thighs, bring your torso to your thighs. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hold. Inhale, sit up nice and slow, rotate the shoulders. Let's open our legs out about mat distance apart. We're gonna do a movement called the saw. You can do this in one of three ways. So feet on the floor, legs bent, or you can have the legs bent, the balls of your feet are off the floor, or if you feel comfortable and you're able to sit up nice and tall, when you do the saw, please do not lift your sit bones. Those hips and the sit bones have to stay on the mat. You're just moving your ribs, okay? So I'm going to keep my legs flat on the floor, flexing my feet just to give it a bit of a stretch to my calves and my hamstrings. I'm going to bring my arms out to a T, keeping my ribs tucked in. I am not arching my back, tucking my ribs in, rotating the shoulders. I'm going to twist the back hand, the thumb is going to point down, and I'm going to saw my leg. 1, 2, 3. It's like literally sawing your leg, right? And come back up. Exhale, twist, and saw 1, 2, 3. Inhale, come up. Again, exhale, twist, and saw 1, 2, 3. Inhale, come up. Exhale, twist, and saw 1, 2, 3. Inhale, come up. One more on each side. Exhale, twist, and saw 1, 2, 3. Inhale, come up. Last one. Exhale, twist, and saw 1, 2, 3. Inhale, come up. Let's place our hands on the floor, maybe right underneath your shoulders. If that feels good for you, do not lock those elbows in. You're gonna squeeze your glutes, tilt your pelvis in. See if you can lift your hips up as high as you feel comfortable. Don't fall into your shoulders, come out of your shoulders. Don't lock those elbows in, and hold this back plank for 5, 4, 3. Don't forget to breathe. 2, 1. Lower the hips down. Let's go for a nice forward fold here. Exhale, forward fold. Feel that stretch. Let's do that again. Let's do the back plank again. So you're gonna bring the hands by your sides, just underneath your shoulders. You're gonna squeeze your glutes, tilt your pelvis up, lift your body up, and you're gonna hold for 5. Don't lock those elbows. Don't lock them in. Unlock them, please. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're gonna lower those hips. And I like to do things in sets of 3s or 5s or 10s. And you're gonna rotate forward, forward fold. Try to hinge with your hips. And then you're gonna inhale, one more back plank. It's so good for your back. It's so good for your abdominals. It's so good for your glutes. It's a whole body workout. We're gonna lift it up. You're gonna breathe and hold. Don't lock the elbows. Make sure that you're not falling into your shoulders, my friends. 2, 1. See how nice I am? I counted quicker. Lower the hips down. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sit up. Rotate the shoulders. Bring your legs together. Scoot your glutes forward. We are gonna C-curve our body all the way down. You're gonna roll down, but always roll down with intention. So we're gonna tuck the hips in, thinking about pressing those hips back, and you're trying to lower them down to the mat. Maybe hold on to your thighs or place your elbows on the floor. I always want you to come down with intention, right? And think about each vertebrae. It'll be your hips, spine, ribs, shoulders, neck, and head on the floor. Let's rest our hands beside us. Maybe relax your shoulders, let them melt into the mat, my friends. And then when you're ready, you're gonna give me one pelvic curl. So we're gonna take a nice deep breath in to start. And then you're gonna exhale, lower the back of your hips, your spine, your ribs, flat on the floor. Your back is completely flat. There's no space between the mat and your back. Inhale, arch your back. Now there's space. You can touch your fingers on either side together, okay? Exhale, let's lower everything down. You're gonna lift one leg in the tabletop and then the other leg in the tabletop. It's best to have, not your ankles in line with your knees for this position. It's best to have them raised up just to help you with your lower abdominals. We don't wanna have a completely flat back for this. We want our spine to be in a very slight neutral, but we want control because we do not want to arch our back. So you're going to tuck your ribs in and you're going to press those ribs into the floor. Everyone's going to raise their hands above their hips. And if you have a sensitive neck or shoulder, you're going to keep your head and neck on the floor, or you're going to bring your chin to your chest.
You're not gonna stop here. So if this is too much for you, then place your head on the floor or lift those shoulders off the floor. Your gaze is gonna go right in between your thighs. You're gonna start pumping your arms. You're gonna start breathing, and I'm gonna start counting. Let's go. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, hug your knees. Lower your shoulders, neck and head. Look to the left, back to the center. Look to the right, back to the center. Let's place our feet on the floor. We're gonna do our bridges, and you're just gonna do 3 bridges for me. So we're gonna tuck our ribs in, and your feet are flat on the floor. Check to see if your legs are hip distance apart. Always correct yourself. So I place my hand into a fist. I place the fist in between my thighs. It's not squeezing, and it's not too far away from my fist. Arms by your side. Nice long neck. Maybe bring your chin down to your neck, and then just relax. And then we're gonna inhale. Bring your arms to your ears, but keep your ribs tucked in. Exhale, you're gonna squeeze your glutes, lift your hips up to the ceiling. Inhale, we're gonna lower our arms down by our side. Exhale, slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, you're gonna lower your bridge down. Inhale, bring your arms to your ears. Don't let your ribs come up. Exhale, squeeze your glutes to lift those hips up. Inhale, lower those arms by your side. Exhale, lower your bridge down. One more. Inhale, arms to ears. Exhale, squeeze to lift those glutes up. Inhale, arms down by your side. Exhale, lower your bridge. Now inhale, let's just lift our arms up to our shoulders, in line with our shoulders to the ceiling. Exhale, lift the bridge up. Let's have some fun. Let's do some pulses. So we're gonna pulse those hips up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your bridge up, my friends, if you can. Really squeeze those glutes. You're gonna inhale, lift your heels up. Exhale, lower. 4 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 1 more. Hold it up. Hold those heels up. Give me some fun pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and slow. Lower the heels down. Nice and slow. Lower the bridge. Lower the arms. Bring your knees to your chest. Maybe slowly rock side to side. Just massaging your back. Good job. Let's place our feet on the floor. You're going to straighten out your left leg. And we're going to straighten out the right arm by your ear. We're going to do some dead bugs. 2 options. You can lift your leg into tabletop bend if that feels good for you, or you can lift your leg up into straight. Okay, so let's go. Tuck your ribs in. Make sure that your hips and your back are not arching. Nice long neck. Maybe tuck your chin to your neck to lengthen it out. Let's not arch our back. Keep those ribs pressed into the mat. You're gonna exhale, lift them up. Dead bug. 1. Inhale, nice and slow. Lower it down. Exhale, squeeze to lift. Use your abdominals to help you lift these up. Inhale, lower. Let's do 1 more. Exhale, lift. And then inhale, lower. Bend that left leg, and let's bring the right arm by your side. Let's straighten out the right leg. And then when you're ready, let's bring the left arm to your ear. Tuck those ribs in, nice long neck. Exhale, lift the leg and arm up. Inhale, nice and slow, lower. Always move with conscious, right? Don't move with momentum. Use your body, use your muscles. Think about the movements that you're doing. And then the more you do it, the better you'll get. And don't be discouraged, just breathe. But if you can inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth, that would be great. Let's bring our hands behind our head. We're gonna do 3 ab curls. You're gonna tuck your hips in. You're gonna tuck your ribs in. but don't let your back go completely flat. We do need a very slight neutral spine here. Nice long neck, fingers interlace behind your head. Elbows, just let them hang. The hands are not doing anything. You're using your upper abdominals that are near your ribs to help you come up. Use it literally from the muscles down to your hips, and then the upper abdominals are really helping you out, okay? So don't use those hands, my loves. When you're ready, let's go. Exhale, chin to chest, curl your shoulders up. Inhale, lower. Try not to tilt your pelvis, okay? Exhale, ab curl. Inhale, lower. One more. Exhale, ab curl. Let's do something fun. Release your hands from your head, hands by your side, and let's curl up. Crunch it. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, nice and slow, uncurl, lower those hands down. Bring your left knee to your chest, straighten out the right leg, maybe relax on the floor or hover it off the ground. Tuck your left knee in, 1, 2. Inhale, switch. Exhale, tug. 1, 2. Inhale, switch. Exhale, tug. 1, 2. Inhale, switch. Last one. Tug. 1, 2. And now bring both knees into your chest. Give them both a great big hug. Lower your feet to the floor. Straighten out your legs. Let's get ready for a roll up. When you're ready, you are going to imagine that there is a crank right at your pubic bone, and that crank has ropes, and the ropes are tied right underneath your ribs here. Let your heels hang heavy. Let your shoulders go heavy. Tuck the ribs in. Nice long neck. You're going to inhale. Bring your arms to your ears. Exhale. Really make your heels heavy. Really make your ribs heavy on the floor. You're going to inhale, roll up. Exhale, forward fold. Use your arms to help you out. This is one option, just beyond beginners, to come down. Option number 2, hands underneath your hips. Make a diamond shape right around your tailbone. Inhale, come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll back. You're pressing your muscles in the stomach to roll back. Your C curving, really coming back down with intention. Articulate all the way down. Option 3, legs slightly bent. Use those elbows. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sit up, my friends. And then exhale, arm down. Good job. Let's go into sideline series. Do your options. Please choose your options. Honor your body. Your body is perfect for you, okay, my friends? Everybody is important and can do the movement, because movement is for everybody and everybody, okay? Tuck the hips in, tuck the ribs in. Either your arms are going to go up to the ceiling, and if they are, we're going to rotate the shoulders so our shoulders are not near our ears, or fingers on the floor. Try not to let your ribs fall into the floor. We're not watching TV. You're tucking those ribs in, and you're keeping the core strong, okay? When you're ready, we're going to do a movement called the clamps. I'm going to bring my arms up to the ceiling, and then we're going to keep our feet on the floor. So you're going to exhale, lift the top knee up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. One more, my friends. Exhale, lift. Keep it lifted. Let's pulse that knee back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's lift the top foot up. Let's do some rainbow taps. You're going to keep this top leg bent. You're going to try to keep the knee up towards the ceiling. So tap the knees to the front. Exhale, lift. Tap the knees behind that bottom foot. Exhale, lift. 2 more. Inhale, tap to the front. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap to the back. Exhale, lift. 1 more, my loves. Inhale, tap to the front. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap to the back. Exhale, lift. Turn that knee above the bottom leg, and let's bring our fingers to the floor. Straighten out both legs, and let's do a double leg lift. And if you can't, you're just gonna lift the top leg, okay? So option 1, lifting the top leg just above your hips ever so slightly, okay? But don't let the ribs and the hips disconnect. When you're ready, double leg lift. Rotate the shoulders back. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. 1 more. Exhale, lift. Let's scissor switch those legs. So your feet can be on the floor or hovered off the floor. You're going to go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, my loves. Legs together. Lower the legs down. Place the hands on the floor.
Bend, and let's press up into our mermaid stretch. What I'd like to do, there's a tip when I do the mermaid stretch. I like to press up with the upper hand so I can get my triceps working as well. So when you're sitting in a mermaid stretch, sometimes your top glute is not touching the floor, and that's okay. That's very normal for the mermaid stretch. This is also called a Z-sit. We're gonna inhale, bring one arm up, exhale, side bend, inhale, sit up, exhale, arm down. Inhale, other arm is up, exhale, side bend, inhale, sit up, exhale, arm down. Let's rotate that leg. Don't lose it, don't lose it, don't lose anything. All right, let's tuck our hips in. Let's get right to it on the other side. I like to put my hand underneath my head just so I can support my neck, right? I'd like to have my neck supported. You need to make sure your legs are stacked right on top of each other. Tuck your hips. We need to have those hips stacked right on top. Ribs tucked in, rotate the shoulders, bring your arms up if you feel comfortable. Let's do those clams. You're gonna exhale, squeeze to lift the top knee up. Don't do it with momentum, okay? Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lower. One more. Exhale, squeeze. Let's keep it up. Let's pulse it up for fun. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna lift that top leg up. Let's do those rainbows. Inhale, tap to the front. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap to the back. Exhale, lift. Again, inhale, tap to the front, squeeze to lift. Inhale, tap to the back, squeeze to lift. Inhale to the front, exhale, lift. Inhale to the back, exhale, lift. Good job. Let's lower that top leg on top of the bottom leg. We always need them to be parallel. And let's straighten out those legs. And we're gonna do either the single top leg lift or you're gonna do double leg lift with me. Fingers can always stay on the floor. I'd rather you fall to the front than to the back, okay? Exhale, double leg lift. Don't let your ribs go down into the mat, okay? Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. One more. Exhale, lift. Now, if your legs are on the floor, that's okay. Let's do those scissor switches for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Let's bring our legs down. If they were up, place your top hand on the floor. Bend those legs, press up. Use those awesome triceps of yours, okay? All right, we're gonna do for a side leg bend. A mermaid stretch, not a side leg bend. You're gonna bend to one side. Inhale, come up. Exhale, arm down. Inhale, other arm is up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, come up. And then exhale, arm down. All right, let's go on to our stomach, my friends. We have no time to lose and we're almost done. Your hands are gonna be resting by your side. Let's rotate our shoulders. Make sure our neck is nice and long. Tuck your hips in. Think about the back of your hips pressing up towards the ceiling. Give me 3 chest lifts. Try not to press your hands in the ground if you can help it. If not, that's okay, just press. When you're ready, take a nice deep breath in through the nose as you come up. Exhale, lower down. 2 more, my loves. Inhale, chest lift. Exhale, lower. 1 more. Inhale, chest lift. Exhale. Now let's just hover our head off of the mat. Let's do single leg lift. You're gonna exhale, left leg lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, right leg lift. Inhale, lower. 2 more on each side. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Last one on each side. Very last one. Good job, my friends. Let's place our hands underneath our shoulders. You're gonna press yourself up into an up dog. Let's look to the left, back to the center, look to the right, back to the center, head down to ceiling, down to floor, back to center. The ceiling is the other way. There it is. Back to center. You're welcome, my friends. And let's bring those hips all the way back to your heels. Bringing your arms forward and just feeling that awesome stretch in your child's pose. We're gonna inhale, exhale, and then inhale, come on up. Let's come back into your most comfortable seated position, my friends. And let's just cool down. You're gonna rotate your shoulders one way as you inhale. And let's rotate our shoulders the other way, just breathing. Placing your hands by your side, maybe lowering one ear to your shoulder. Inhale, hold. Let's sit up nice and tall. And let's bring your other ear to your shoulder. Inhale, hold. And let's sit up nice and tall. Inhale, bring both arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, lower them down. Inhale, bring both arms up above your head. Exhale, lower. One more, my friends. Inhale, bring both arms up above your head. Exhale, if it feels good for you, bring your hands together, lowering your hands down to heart